Hi, I'm Shelley, your County Extension Agent in Natural Resources here in Williamson County. And I'd like to give you a little snapshot of what I do and how our office serves the community. Oftentimes people ask me, hey Shelley, what do you do? Are you still teaching? And my answer is, I'm an extension agent now. Most of the time I get either a funny look or a series of questions that lead me to believe that most people are unaware of what we do here. Unless you were in the 4-H program as a youth or you've used our services in the past as an adult, most people are unaware of what an extension agent does. So I'd like to start by showing you this short video that has a snapshot of what we do and how we help Texans better their lives. Here in Williamson County, we have over 500,000 residents. And so we have 6 agents here in our office ready to serve our community. Those agents serve in different capacities, and we have agriculture agent, a horticulture agent, a natural resources agent, a family community health agent, a Better Living for Texas agent, which also deals with health, and of course a 4-H youth development agent. All 6 of us work hard to deliver programming to better our community and to help people in Williamson County. Now, as far as I'm concerned, in the natural resources realm, the bulk of what I do here in Williamson County is support youth 4-H in our projects. And one of the largest ones in Williamson County is livestock. And the livestock projects can be anywhere from 6 weeks to 18 months. And so it's my job to help the youth in our county with their projects. It starts with goal setting, and then depending on those goals, it could end either at a major show or in a breeding program. And so it's a great part of my job to work with the youth and families in Williamson County in providing them quality livestock projects. Part of that is validation. Every animal that's going to be shown either at a county or state level has to be validated. And in Williamson County, we will validate probably around 500 pigs, 300 lambs and goats, 150 head of cattle, and countless numbers of turkeys, chickens, and rabbits. And for most of those projects, the way those are validated are through tags. And so you can see here in this picture that this person is tagging this lamb. Lambs, goats, pigs, and cattle, well, steers, are given tags. And when we do that, it doesn't hurt the animal. I liken it to a microchip that you would put in your cat or dog. And so we tag our animals. There'll be on the outside a number that the students can read. And then when we get to a major show, a wand can be waved over those because they're RFID, and so they can read the tag and know whose project that is. It's an important part of the ethical raising of our livestock here in Williamson County that the animals stay with the exhibitor that they are tied to. And so that's one of the reasons that we validate these animals. So when we get to a county or major show, we know that that animal does in fact belong to that student, and that student raised that animal for whatever the period is for the species. And so a huge part of what I do is getting animals validated. There are strict guidelines and deadlines on validation. And so if they don't get done in the proper amount of time, then the animal is ineligible to show. And so it's a time of great communication and hard work and lots of paperwork. After that, we go into major show entry in the fall, and that's another exciting time where our exhibitors are gearing up and getting ready to take these projects to the major shows. And so all 4-Hers will come through our office, they'll enter the shows, and then I have an awesome group of volunteers and paid staff that will work really hard and diligently to get those entries into the computer and then the paper copies off to the different shows. It's one of those things that if it's not done correctly, a student could get to a major show and not be eligible to show that project or to exhibit that livestock project. And so it's a very important part. We have to be very detail oriented, and our office works really hard to get that done correctly so that our students can participate at the level that they desire. The coolest part about my job is stock show season. So from January all the way to the end of March, you'll see me in a barn somewhere. I might be in Fort Worth, St. Angelo, Austin, Houston. I'll be everywhere, man. And so I will go support the students and their families. It's a great time of it's a lot of fun. It's fun time of bonding. It's long hours, hard work. But it's a great time to really get to know the families and the students and see all their hard work pay off. And if it doesn't pay off, then we'll start writing goals for the next project year already. But it's a fabulous time of win or lose. Fun times are had at the major shows. And as Williamson County becomes more and more urban, kids need to know that they can participate in the livestock project in other ways. They don't really have to own livestock. And so they can participate in livestock judging, a skill-a-thon contest, horse judging. There's just a lot of ways that students can be involved in the livestock industry but not have to own livestock themselves. Another large project that I don't have photos of in Williamson County is a shooting sports club and program. We have a range out in the Florence area, and so we have students that are available or able to participate in shotgun, rifles, pistols, black powder, archery, you name it, we offer it. We have a very robust group of volunteers and a great program that's been going for years and years, and hopefully will be going for years to come. The students learn firearm safety and just a lot of great skills out there at the shooting range. It's a fun time for all kids. Ages 3rd grade and up can participate in that, and it's a great program that we have here to offer in Williamson County. Another cool thing that we've just kind of gotten into in the last year and a half is the Texas Water Ambassador Program. Williamson County is proud to have 3 water ambassadors that are serving our county. Last year they took a 9-day trip through Texas. We started in Austin, we went to San Antonio, and then made our way all the way up to Amarillo to study the Ogallala Aquifer in the Panhandle over in that area, Panhandle Plains. And the students were able to visit with several groundwater conservation groups and groundwater conservation boards. And so it was a great time of learning and giving back. They were able to tour Buchanan Dam and even look down into some water wells with cameras. It was a great, I was lucky enough to get to go with them. And so it was a great time of learning for me, and also a great time of hanging out with a bunch of great kids from across the state of Texas. And so it was a great time, not only a great time of fellowship, but also a lot of learning went on in those 9 days. It was a great trip. And so those students have been able to take what they learned and they're giving back to the community. They've had booths at several stock shows and also at several schools. Of course, we had a lot of water days planned for this spring, but when COVID-19 hit, a lot of that got canceled. And so I'm excited to get those kids ramped up for next year and see what they can do virtually and in person to give back to our community and educate everyone about the importance of conserving water. So the last thing I'll talk to you a little bit about is our adult programming. I am I don't know what word I want to use, but the coolest part of my job is getting to work with so many different people. And one of those great groups is the Good Water chapter of the Master Naturalist. We have over 150 Master Naturalist volunteers that give millions of dollars worth of conservation community service back to our county. And so they do things like they've built bluebird boxes in Gary Park, and they monitor those. They give back a ton to the youth in our community by offering free activities out at park days and in libraries. And then on the left, you can see here we had a trainer from Texas Parks and Wildlife come teach us how to use game cameras for wildlife research. And so we've actually been able to identify some endangered species in our county through this camera trapping program that's being put on by the Goodwater chapter of the Master Naturalists. It's an amazing group of people, and I am so proud that I get to work with them and encourage them in their conservation efforts in Williamson County. And so that's just kind of a glimpse into what I do. I have an awesome job. I'm rarely in the office, which is good for me. And I enjoy giving back and developing programs for our community. So if you have any questions, or maybe you have some ideas for some programs that we can offer for you, please feel free to give us a call here in the office at 512-943-3300. We look forward to serving you. Thank you.